Okay, let's see. We got 1 case of scotch, 2 cases of bourbon, and well, look who's back.
Will you be dining alone this evening, Mr. Hannibal?
Yes, Ricardo.
Very well, sir.
I will be joined later by a young lady. Do show her in when she arrives.
Yes, sir.
Now, you see how low it is to the ground?
Yeah?
That's so it will remain stable at high speeds. See the curved edges?
This?
Yeah. The air moves easily over the car. There's no drag. It won't hold it back. See?
Hey, it might work.
What do you mean it might work? Of course it works. How do you think I won all those races? To prove it, I think it'd be a good idea to see it in action.
A real race?
Yeah, what about you and me? We go to the track this weekend, huh?
Oh, Marcia, you're the greatest.
Justin,
Yeah, darling.
I see that you have an appointment tonight.
Oh. Do you mind if we have a late dinner tonight, darling?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, it works out just fine. Remember I told you I had to go to the hairdresser's tonight?
Oh, yeah. What are you going to have done?
Oh, be a surprise.
Surprise. I'm surprised. Well, as long as we're going to have a late dinner, how about we go down to the ice cream parlor and we have something to sort of tide us over. How would you like that?
Hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge sundae.
All right, you're on. Let's go. Ashley, aren't you coming?
No, baby, not this time. You go on, have a good time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
God, you guys.
One gob.
Darlene, are you there?
Oh.
Darlene?
Oh. I'm here, Miss Kate. I'm here.
Oh, you had me worried. I didn't know. What, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. The phone just slipped out of my hand, that's all.
Oh.
You said you found a body on the Old Pikes Road?
That's right. Steve found it.
Oh.
Lurleen, are you sure everything's all right there? There's
Nothing wrong?
Oh, yes, this body, did you recognize it?
Oh. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen, Lurleen. It was so strange.
But do you know who it was?
I don't think they'll ever know who it is. It didn't even look human. Lurleen, honey, listen, you really mustn't say anything about this. The sheriff doesn't want the word to get out now.
The sheriff?
Oh,
Lurleen! Lurleen, are you sure there's nothing wrong there?
No. Yes, I'm certain, Miss Kate.
Well, all right, honey. I've got to go now. Oh, Lurleen, remember, don't say anything about this. You see, we don't want a lot of reporters running all over the place now. Well, I'll call you later, honey. Goodbye.
Reporters. The sheriff. Oh, no. Ruby. I've got to find Ruby.
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by Coast Soap, the refreshing soap that brings you back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener.
You through with work already?
No, that's why I'm here. I have to take care of some business for Rena. She can't do everything by herself.
More oil leases?
Ashley, I do work for World Oil.
I know you do.
Anyway, I just came by to let you know that I won't be home for dinner. I was going to leave you a note.
Well, that's okay. It seems like everybody has plans tonight. We'll just plan on eating later on, okay?
Oh, okay. Where's Justin?
He took Gregory down to the ice cream parlor. Hot fudge sundaes.
That's great. Those two are really getting along. Justin is all Gregory ever talks about now. That and racing cars. Like father and son.
Like father and son.
Ashley, what's the matter?
Nothing.
You mad at me?
I'm really trying real hard not to be, Allison. I'm trying to understand you. I know that it hasn't been easy. Aunt Hildy's death. You having to pick up your whole life, move to Houston from Savannah. I know it's been tough on you, but Allison, it's been pure hell for me. I loved Aunt Hildy. She raised me too. And just when it looks like everything's starting to look up a little bit, you know, I mean, Gregory and Justin are getting together and you just come up creating more problems. You play right into Rena's hands. You hurt Justin. You hurt me.
I don't try to hurt you, Ashley.
Well, then what? Do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you at all. I just...
What? What do you want from me, Allison?
I need space. I need to live my own life.
I want that too.
No! No, you want to keep me in a cocoon. You want to smother me. Keep me from being independent, just like Aunt Hildy did. I'm 18 years old, Ashley. I'm not going to let you dominate me.
I don't want to dominate you. I want to protect you.
Protect me from what? From life? No, thanks. I think it's about time I start learning a little bit about life. Save your protection from Gregory. He's the one who needs it, not me.
No, I think you do, Allison. Because, see, all these people you trust, they don't love you like I love you. They're only using you.
I don't think that's so.
Someday you will. Someday.
Ryan, how's Steve?
Oh, he's fine. He just can't stop talking about that body.
Well, no wonder the sheriff suggested that we get him away for a few days.
Yeah, it'd be awfully hard to keep the discovery of the body hidden if Steve were around, I guess.
It had such a powerful effect on him. Ryan, you should have seen it.
The body?
How could it be a body? A human body.
Well, whatever it was has got Steve talking nonstop.
Ryan, if only you could have seen that face. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was... Oh, how can I describe it?
Hey, Kate.
What could have done that to someone?
Well, no, we're going to find out soon. Kate, you just don't think about it, all right?
Don't think about it. I'll never forget it.
Now, remember what the sheriff said. We have to keep this whole thing to ourselves. The last thing we need right now is to have this ranch crawling with reporters.
You're right. That's all we or Steve needs right now.
Okay, good. I'm going to go back upstairs and see if I can get his mind off of it, okay?
All right. Go ahead. Lurleen.
What about Lurleen?
She called me a while ago. I was so upset I told her.
You told her about finding the body?
Yes. Oh, Ryan, I'm so sorry.
What if she tells someone?
Well, she won't. I asked her not to, and I know we can trust Lurleen.
Who is it?
It's Gretchen.
Gretchen, I can't visit right now. I just took a shower.
Well, I baked you cake, Lurleen. Why don't you just open up the door and I'll give it to you?
Lurleen! I'm coming! Hold on! I'm coming!
I hope I'm not disturbing you. But I want to give you this cake.
Oh, that's really nice of you, Gretchen.
And Lurleen, what's wrong?
Wrong?
Well, dear, you look like you're just about ready to jump out of your skin.
Join me in a club soda, ma'am?
Yes, I'd like that very much.
We aim to please.
How's business?
Starting to pick up.
I knew it would. I told you this is a very charming place. I'm happy for you.
Thanks, Vicky.
Pretty soon it'll be so popular I'm going to have to fight my way in here.
Well, no matter how popular it becomes, there'll always be a table for you. You know, I've been thinking about you.
Have you?
Yeah, ever since that talk we had, I've been trying to figure out what you do. You never told me.
Well, what do you think I do?
Well, you're buried together. Got a good head on your shoulders. I'd say you were some kind of executive. Probably even own your own company.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of company do you think I own?
You're very attractive. Sophisticated. Cosmetics company. What's so funny?
Nothing. It sounds like a very good idea. I should try it.
Anyway, I'm glad that you're back. You had the right touch. You do good things for this place.
Well, this place does good things for me, Hunt. I like it here. I feel, well, relaxed. More than I have in a long time.
You know, the last time that you were here, you made me a promise. And I'm going to hold you to that promise.
Now, something is bothering you.
Oh, but here, let me take that. Oh, this was awful nice of you to make this.
No, I can tell.
Can tell what?
That something is bothering you. I noticed it the other night at the party.
You did?
Well, now, why don't you just tell me what it is, and maybe I can help.
No, you couldn't.
Try me.
Well, it's just moving into this new apartment. It's got me all turned around.
Oh, I know just what you mean.
You do?
Sure. I moved all over the world myself. Switzerland, the French Riviera, Palm Springs. I mean, I've had homes practically everywhere.
You lived all those places?
I have. And you can take it from me that there's nothing worse in the world than moving. It can really tire out a body. Oh, hey, let's put that down on the table.
Oh.
You know, I think something else is upsetting you other than moving.
You do? Oh, what do you think it is?
Culture shock.
Oh, culture shock?
Has to be.
It does?
Sure. I mean, you told me that you'd grown up on a farm, right?
That's right, my granddaddy.
Yeah, and you lived there all your life.
Well, yeah, up until just a little while ago, when my granddaddy died.
Well, you see, moving to a big, fast-moving city with a lifestyle like Houston is bound to upset somebody like you.
Why, Gretchen, that's it. I think you're right. That's a good reason for me to be upset, a real good reason.
You know what? Why don't we just sit down and talk things over and we can have a piece of cake?
No, I have to dry my hair. Later we can talk.
I'm sorry if I keep bothering you all the time by bopping over like I do. It's just that I get so lonely living there by myself. You know, I need someone to talk to, too.
Oh, Gretchen, I didn't mean to be rude. Maybe just one little piece of cake. I'll go get the plates and the forks. Do you really live in all those places you were telling me about?
All of them and more.
Why'd you move around so much?
My husband, ex-husband, the Plastic King.
Plastic King?
Yeah, he had plastic factories. He had factories all over the world. So we had to have houses all over the world, too.
Did you live in all of them?
Oh, a month here and a month there. We traveled a lot.
That must have been real exciting.
Oh, Lily.
You're so young.
The stories I could tell you.
Oh, well, we'll just have to have a real long chat.
Oh, I'm so glad that I came over here today.
Oh, Gretchen, so am I. Lean up home. Come, Ricky. Hi, Gretchen. What do you mean,
Oh, it's scrawny. Just look at yourself.
what?
All that ice cream and whipped cream and look, you're the scrawniest thing I ever saw.
You know something?
What?
You're kind of scrawny yourself.
Wait till I get my hands on you. Pick on somebody your own size, will you, Gregory?
Where's Ashley?
I don't know. She's probably left already to get her hair done.
Why do ladies get their hair done all the time?
I don't know, Gregory. Just be glad they do.
What's this?
Oh, well, that's part of the ad campaign for the new ASI gasoline additive. This car right here we're going to use in the TV commercials. How'd you like it if you and me, I arranged it. We got a spin in that car.
In this one?
Yep.
Super!
I knew you'd go for that.
Can we go real fast in it?
Fast, real fast.
Just like in the races?
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
You bet! I can tell all my friends in Savannah that I'm in that commercial with the race car. And then they can watch me.
Well, I don't know if that'd be possible.
Why not?
Well, because the commercials aren't going to be shown in Savannah. So, but I'll make sure that all of your little friends have pictures.
Why aren't the commercials shown in Savannah?
Well, we're only running the ads locally, Gregory. I mean, there's no sense running the ads if you're not going to sell the product.
I thought Marshall Oil was a big company.
Well, it is a big company, Gregory.
And if it's such a big company, then why don't you show your commercials all over the country? And then you could just sell your product all over the country.
Can you say that again, Gregory?
Well, if you show your commercials all over the country, then you could sell your product all over the country.
What's the matter with me? Gregory, you just may have come up with something. You may have come up with something very big.
5 years ago, my own...
Did you a promise?
You sure did.
About what?
Singing.
Singing?
You told me that you used to be a singer.
Well, yes, but that was 100 years ago.
And you also promised me that the next time you came in here, you'd exercise those vocal cords of yours.
These vocal cords are pretty rusty.
There's one way to find out.
You're serious?
You bet I am.
Do you really want to take a chance and chase all your customers away?
Oh, I don't think you'd chase them away.
You haven't heard me sing.
You backing out on a promise, lady? I mean, here you had me thinking that you were a woman of her word.
But, Hunt, I don't have anything to
It's all right.
sing.
You can sing anything you want. I can play everything on that piano.
Oh, no.
Now, look, we'll start out with something easy. Save the hard stuff for later. How about it? What do you say?
Hunt, you're one persuasive Texan.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, I take it that that's a yes.
Gregory. Gregory, do me a favor.
Sure, Marshal.
Listen, I have a meeting here in a few minutes, and it's really not the right place for you to be.
Business?
Business.
Okay, I got you.
Listen, you can go back to the hotel and wait, or you can wait in Ashley's office for me.
Okay, I guess I'll wait.
Okay. Thanks very much, Gregory. Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Bye, Marshal.
Bye, partner. TJ, I got a meeting in a couple of minutes.
I just need you, John Hancock, on this. You two seem to be hitting it off pretty well these days.
Isn't that a fact? And that boy just came up with the brightest idea. Something that is going to take Marshall Oil right through the roof.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you know about the new Ace High gasoline additive we're planning on marketing. We're not going to market it just locally. We're not. No. We're going to go nationwide. You know, the commercials Billy Joe Wright is doing. They're going to be seen from coast to coast.
Coast to coast?
Coast to coast.
Tell me this, Justin. Where are you planning on getting the money for this coast-to-coast promotion?
We'll work it out.
Uh-huh. Justin, the only way you're going to be able to work it out is by borrowing even more heavily against Ashley's assets.
TJ.
No. Now listen to me. Do you have any idea what a nationwide ad campaign costs?
I'll handle it.
Yeah. Do me a favor and handle something else for me, would you? Tell Ashley to spread her money around into different corporations. The way she's got it set up now is not very smart. I tried to tell her, but she wouldn't listen to me. Okay?
TJ, I'm not going to need any of Ashley's money.
Oh, you need it, Justin. You need all of it.
I have a meeting.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Justin, one other thing.
What now?
You know, you might consider hiring Allison over from World Oil. I understand she pulled off the coup of the year over there.
Ryan, is Steve still talking about that body?
Yeah, but Ginny's trying to calm him down.
Well, I've got his favorite supper for him.
Well, terrific. Thanks.
You and Ginny better think about getting something for yourselves.
Yeah, we will. Oh, well, I'll get it.
Hi.
Well, hi, Allison.
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
Forgot to sign these oil lease papers before you left today, so I decided that I'd bring them over for you.
You mean you came all the way out here just to do that?
Yeah, didn't mind.
Is that important?
Yeah, well, Rena called the office today after you left, and she said she wanted it taken care of today. Since you were gone, I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I'm sorry I left so early. We just had a little trouble out here.
Oh, nothing serious, I hope.
No, it was just something to do with Steve.
Oh, no. Steve, is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. Just had a bad experience, that's all.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, Gregory's always talking about Steve. He likes him so much and says he wants to come back out here and play sometime.
Well, I'm afraid we won't be able to do that for a while. Right now, Ginny's thinking about taking Steve back to Virginia to see her parents.
Oh? Will they be gone long?
Yeah, a week, maybe two. Those the papers?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Well, I'm glad you did come out. These really are important. Allison, I really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh, it's all part of the job.
Well, thank you. You know, Rena's been telling me that you've been handling the job very well.
What do you think?
I tend to agree.
Would you ever? Campbell? Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo.
So, how was your day today, Mr. Canfield?
Well, between negotiating oil leases and trying to talk some sense into that brother of yours, there's never a dull moment.
Well, keep showing your nerves, huh?
Yeah, and looking back over my shoulder.
TJ, about the other afternoon, I'm sorry I yelled at you. And I am sorry if I caused any trouble between you and Ashley. I really did think that maybe I could change your point of view.
Well, I'm afraid Ashley's having trouble seeing any point of view right now. There's something on her mind, and it sure isn't martial law.
What could it be?
Who knows? She's putting up a brick wall around her, though.
What about Justin?
Ah, Justin. Yeah, I talked to Justin about Ashley's money a little while ago.
And?
Well, you know your brother.
Yeah.
Well, look, we came here to enjoy ourselves, so let's change the subject, all right?
Okay. Anything particular in mind?
Well, my favorite subject at the moment happens to be a gorgeous blonde who owns a dress shop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I find her completely irresistible.
Oh, you do, do you?
Yeah, I do.
How long have you had this problem, Mr. Canfield?
Well, it's a fairly recent development.
Ah, well, I think you have come to the right place.
Oh, can you help me?
Oh, yes, as a matter of fact. We are going to look at your palm. Oh, look at this.
Tell me what you see. Karen?
They're here. Show them in. Come right in, gentlemen. Come right in. Bourbon. Straight and tall. No ice. Looky here, Parker.
Sure does bring a smile to my face, folks. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, we sit down, gentlemen.
We're sorry we're mighty late.
Yeah, we don't like to keep a busy man like you waiting.
That's all right, gentlemen. I had a lot of work to do.
That's what we heard. If there's one thing we've noticed about you...
It's that you are one hard worker.
Well, an oil company doesn't exactly run itself.
No, they sure don't. And that's why we wanted to see you.
Oh?
I think maybe we can help you.
On the doctor, someone sends Billy a page of Natalie's diary with a threat.
Luke wouldn't do it.
That means it was you.
And as Natalie turns to Luke for help,
I don't want Billy bugging me anymore.
Billy levels a threat of his own.
You better see that it stops, or you'll both live to regret it.
This week on The Doctors.
Now remember, we're going to have that long talk together.
Just as soon as we can.
Bye-bye, Ricky.
Bye. Nice to see you again.
Yeah. Ruby, Gretchen. What a pest.
Oh, I don't know. She seems pretty friendly and neighborly to me. It's kind of hard to find that type these days.
She's had a real interest in life. Ruby, you'd be really interested in talking to her.
Some other time, Ruby. I'm getting sick of all the friendly, neighborly people we have around here.
Kind of like being around friendly people myself.
Well, be my guest. She's just somebody I definitely don't need in my life right now. Now, can we get down to work?
Bye.
What was that, Lurleen?
What? Oh, nothing, Ricky. Ruby, can I talk to you in the bedroom for a minute?
Oh, honey, can we do it a little later? We got to talk to Ricky about this album. That's why he came over here.
Lurleen, are you all right?
No. Oh, yes. No, Ruby?
Lurleen hasn't been feeling very good lately, Ricky.
Lurleen, why don't you sit down?
No.
Bed. I think she needs to go to bed. That's what she needs.
What's wrong with her?
Anemia.
Anemia?
But she'll be fine when she lies down.
Yeah.
Well, here, let me help you.
Oh, no, that's all right. We can manage, really. Ricky, would you mind if we worked on this record album some other time?
Well, it's fine with me, but I think you really should get her to a doctor.
Oh, I will. We'll take care of it. I can manage.
Lurleen, are you going to be all right?
Oh,
Yeah, Ricky, I'll be fine. She's gonna be fine. Bye now.
Now, you put her in bed.
I will. I'll call you, okay?
Yeah, you take care, Lurleen.
I will. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What is it? Ruby, they found Bo's body.
So, how is it you gentlemen think you can help me?
Marshal Oil's growing mighty fast. You're aiming at the stars, ain't you, boy?
And I'm going to reach them.
Sure you are. You made some right smart moves lately. Slicker than a sidewinder.
I got big plans, gentlemen.
We know that. From what we hear, you're planning to make Marshal Oil the biggest company in all of Texas, maybe even in the whole U.S. of A.
You're right about that, gentlemen. You didn't come all the way up here just to pay me compliments, though.
Now, what did I tell you, Hawker? He's one right smart fellow.
You did, Boots. We like to encourage talented people like yourself. And we like to feel we had a hand in helping you reach those stars you're aiming at.
And if I can help you in return, all the better.
Yes, sirree. One smart fellow.
Well, just how do you plan on helping me at the moment?
All leases. That's what you need right now. In particular, that big one over near the Austin Trend.
The Austin? How did you know?
Well, let's just say we have our sources.
Well, then you also know that my attorney, T.J. Canfield, has been negotiating for those leases.
Why, hell, boy, every oil company is trying to get that lease.
Yeah, we just might give that lease a little nudge in your direction.
A little nudge? What do I have to do in return for that little nudge?
Nothing. Not a thing. Ain't that right, Hawker?
Well, that's a fact, Boots. You don't have to do anything. Not yet.
Your guest has arrived, Mr. Hannibal.
I'm sorry you couldn't join me for dinner, Ashley. It was delicious.
This isn't a social visit, Hannibal.
Well, what did you wish to see me about, my dear?
I came to give you a warning.
It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. Smile, you are smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. So it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before, but who knows where or when.
Some rusty voice.
I must admit that it went better than I thought it would.
Better? It went great. Vicky, you've been putting me on, haven't you?
About what?
About having not sung for years.
No.
You must have been practicing in the shower.
No. Honestly, it has been years.
I mean, I've heard plenty of working singers, and they don't have anything on you. You could make a career out of it.
Oh, Hunt.
I mean it, Vicky. I think you should give up that cosmetic business or whatever it is you do and go into show business.
Oh, you do you?
Yes, I do. And you can't tell me that you weren't having fun out there because I was watching you. Real close.
You're right, I did enjoy it.
I knew it. I could tell. And you had them right in your pocket from the very first note. And how? Let's do another.
All right.
Oh, that dinner was wonderful.
Well, you're more than welcome. Miss Marshall? I enjoyed it too. But not half as much as the company.
Well, it is a well-known fact that blondes who own dress shops make very good company, you know.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yes, please do. Would you, like to come back to my hotel room for a nightcap?
I thought you'd never ask. Let me get a waiter so that you can pick up the check.
What?
Well, it's your turn to pay. I paid last time, remember? Wasn't that arranged?
What? You want... Of course you want me to pay the...
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll flip you for it, okay?
Geez, I don't believe this
Call
is
near.
it. Wait a minute. What? I have.
All right, pick up the
I don't believe it.
Carla?
Would you care for a glass of wine?
No, I really won't be staying that long.
Oh, I see. Well, please sit down.
No, I'll stand.
As you wish. Now, what was this warning you came to deliver to me?
I want you to stay away from Gregory.
Well, if you're referring to that friendly little greeting I gave to him at the Spindletop,
Yes, that's exactly what I'm referring to.
well, we just happened to run into each other. By accident.
No, Hannibal, you've never done anything by accident in your whole life. Stay away from him.
He's a nice little boy, Ashley.
If any harm comes to him.
I would never harm him.
Well, that's good to know. Because if anything happens to him, anything at all,
I only want to protect his future.
you protect him? I don't believe that for a second.
Believe it.
What do you want, Hannibal?
I only want to help you.
Help me?
I know how dear you were to Aunt Hildy and the little boy. I want to be sure things go right for you and for little Gregory. I plan to help make Marshall Oil the biggest company in Texas.
Why does that give me a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach to hear you say that?
Boy, you just don't understand me, my dear.
No, you're damn right I don't.
Well, it's about time you started to learn.
I've said everything that I intend to say.
Wait. Now you listen to my warning.
When I called Miss Kate to thank her for bringing the mirror, she told me they found the body on the way back to the ranch. Steve was the one who found it. Poor little kid.
Lurleen, if you knew about all this earlier, why didn't you try to get in touch with me?
I tried, Ruby. You weren't at the coop, and I was getting ready to call you at the TV station, and Gretchen comes knocking on the door, and then you bring Ricky in here in tow.
All right, okay.
Ruby, I told you as soon as I could. What are we going to do? I just know something bad's going to happen.
Take it easy, honey. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right.
All right? How can it be all right? Ruby, they're going to trace Bo's body back here to you and me.
Oh, Lurleen, there is no way they can do that.
They can't?
No. We just have to sit tight and act like everything's natural. That's all, okay? Just try to pretend there's nothing wrong.
Ruby, I don't think I can do that anymore.
Why not, Lurleen? We haven't done anything wrong.
Haven't done anything wrong. We've done everything wrong. We dumped Bo's body all over the creation, and we've been hiding him from the police. We knocked Brett's friend over the head and poured whiskey all over him. I have lied to everybody. I even lied to Miss Kate, who I love more than anybody in this whole world. And now she's got problems because of me. I just can't go on like this, Ruby. I just can't.
Honey, don't do this to yourself, please.
Oh, Ruby, what have we done? We made a mess out of things. Well, what are we going to do now?
I don't know.
Oh, Ruby.
I never wanted this to happen, Lurleen. Never. I really didn't. This whole thing is my fault.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm so sorry I got you into this. Oh, Ruby.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
You best heed my warning, Ashley. Leave your money invested where it is.
I've told you, Hannibal. I don't care about the money.
I do.
Leave him alone.
Oh,
Enjoy it?
oh, very much.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I forgot my coat.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a
You got a
minute.
claim check?
Yeah, you're gonna need this right there.
Ready? Don't go away.
Never.
Paige.
Ashley, do you know who that man is?
What man? The man that came out of the room in there.
You know, he's the one that bought all those clothes for me. Who is he?
Some other time, Paige.
This part of Texas was brought to you by Oxidol. Oxidol bleaches as it washes. For whites so white, they'll actually compare to new. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Monday, Charles and Caroline.
63 operating on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's Weather Service.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.
Morning, Ruby.
Morning.
You been up long?
Long enough.
I had a terrible night.
Darn, I've been through this entire paper, and there's not one word anywhere about them finding Bo's body.
Oh, Ruby. Are you all right? Did you burn yourself, honey?
But look what I've done.
Oh, it's all right. It's just dime store china. Oh, Lurleen, you've got to get a hold of yourself, honey. I can't. What we did was against the law. And every time the phone rings or the doorbell rings, I just know it's somebody coming to arrest us.
Ashley, I've got the figures on Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, Abilene, Amarillo. Now all I need is the agency projection for the statewide cost figures. Ashley.
What?
I need the agency projection for the statewide cost figures.
Oh, yeah. I've got that.
Good.
At least I did have it. Karen, when she was typing, I probably gave them to her.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll go get them. Listen, why don't you have another cup of coffee and try to wake up? It's going to be a very long, hard day.
I'm sorry. Paige.
Ashley, do you know who that man is?
What man?
The man that came out of the room in there. You know, he's the one that bought all those clothes for me. Who is he?
Some other time, Paige.
Waking up with you.
Good. I'm glad.
It's always nice to have something beautiful to look at when you open your eyes.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
I don't want to be everywhere. I only want to be right where I am. Something wrong?
No. Just thinking about the schedules I have to do at the boutique.
It's not allowed.
Oh, no?
Absolutely not. I refuse to share a bed with a woman who worries about her career.
Oh, you do you?
Mm-hmm. See, I'm very chauvinistic. I require your full attention.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by the first powder detergent with a full-strength fabric softener built right in. Bold 3. Cleans, softens, controls static. Bold 3.
Funny.
Where do you suppose she is?
I don't know. She's usually here by now.
You don't think anything's happened to her, do you?
No, I just think maybe she overslept or something.
Well, I guess that means we have some more time to spend together, huh?
No, it doesn't. It just means I have twice as much work to do before first customer arrives.
Oh. Well, in that case, how about you have lunch with me?
Ooh, I'd like that.
What time?
Noon. Noon would be okay.
Well, fine, then I'll come pick you up then.
Okay.
Mwah.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye-bye, sweetheart.
Oh, no. Mrs. Levy Hunt is coming at 11 o'clock. Well, Paige did oversleep. I better give her a call.
You're really very sweet, you know that, Deej?
What are you trying to do, ruin my image?
How?
No man likes to be told he's sweet, especially a Texan.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Canfield, it's true.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you insist.
I do.
But we'll just keep it our little secret, all right? I'd hate to have the word start getting around.
My lips are sealed. Oh, DJ. Oh, I wish we could just stay here all day.
No, who says we can't?
Oh, my appointment book.
I told you already, no work today. I'm going to hold you prisoner.
You are. I think I'd like that. Oh, no.
Ignore it.
Oh. Oh. No. Might be something important. Hello?
Hi, Paige, it's Nita.
Oh, hi, Nita.
I'm sorry to disturb you at home.
Oh, no, that's all right. No problem.
Listen, I've got an 11 o'clock appointment with Mrs. Levy Hunt. I thought maybe you'd forgotten.
No, I hadn't forgotten. I just overslept.
Lying, Paige.
I'll be right over, Nita.
Business women shouldn't lie.
Excuse me, Paige?
Well, I said I'll be right over. PJ, you're very
Paige, I'm sorry to disturb you.
Oh, no, that's all right, Nita. I'll be right over, all right? I hope you're satisfied. You really embarrassed her.
I'm sorry.
I don't think you're sorry at all.
You're right.
Oh, TJ. Oh, I have to go to work.
No.
I have to. Yes, I do. No, I have to go to work.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have to. Oh, dear.
Oh, hi, Allison.
Morning, Ryan.
What can I do for you, huh?
Well, will you take a look at this contract? Rena had some doubts about the legal aspects of paragraph 29.
Okay, I'll check it out and then get back to her, all right?
Okay.
By the way, I wanted to thank you again for going all the trouble to bring those papers out to the ranch last night. I'm just sorry that it was so far out of your way.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't mind. It's all part of my job.
Normally, I would have gone back to the office and picked them up, but, well, you know I have things to attend to at the ranch, right?
Yeah. I was wondering if it's all right if I bring Gregory out to the ranch to play with Steven sometime soon.
Sure, as soon as Steve gets back. See, Ginny has decided to take Steve down to visit her folks in Virginia after all.
Oh. Well, just have to wait till they get back then.
Yeah, they're on their way right now. I drove them to the airport this morning.
Listen, will you take a look at this now? Rena is sort of in a hurry to get it back, and I don't mind waiting.
Well, it doesn't look too complicated. Sure. Why don't you have a seat? I'll see what I can do, okay?
You know what your problem is, honey? What? You need something to occupy your time. Occupy my time? What are you talking about? Well, Lurleen, you and Bo have thoroughly occupied my time for the last 3 weeks. Well, Lurleen, I haven't had a minute's quiet since this whole awful thing began. What with dumping bodies and trunks and hitting people over the head. There's no reason to get yourself all worked up. I am not worked up. I'm wrung out. I'm so tired of being scared and looking over my shoulder. Lurleen, I'm so sorry I dragged you into this whole thing. Oh. You didn't do it on purpose. You know what I think you need? I think you need to do something real positive. Something to get your mind off all this. Like, maybe think about Ricky's record. Oh, Ruby, I don't think so. I don't think I could concentrate on anything like that right now. Well, then why don't you try something real physical? You could put up the shelf paper in the kitchen, or maybe paint the bathroom. Hey, now, that's an idea. What? I'd rather not say. I think I'll surprise you. Okay, just don't make it too much of a surprise. I won't. But I'm gonna need some cash. Oh, sure. Let's see. 50 enough? Oh, goodness, yes. I'll pay you back as soon as I get to the bank. Oh, don't worry about that. We're partners. That's what friends are for. There you go. Ruby? Yeah? You really think we ought to keep this? I don't know. Somebody could have known that Bo had it. I'll think about it later. Okay, whatever you think. You thinking about going anywhere today? Yeah, but not for the next hour or so. Then you won't mind if I use the truck? No, go ahead. Just don't keep it all day, huh? I won't.
Would you please tell Rena to go ahead and execute the contract, and also tell her not to worry about paragraph 29. The only way that can be enforced would be if the property was destroyed through an act of God, and, well, given the location of the tract, I just don't think that's going to be possible.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought when I looked at it.
Well, you did, huh? You mean Stryker and I have some competition? Are you an armchair lawyer?
No. I just like to read all the contracts. I think it's the best way to learn.
You're really serious about the oil business, aren't you?
I never do anything unless I'm serious about it.
I'm going to be honest with you. When Rena first told me that she offered you the job, I had quite a few reservations. But now I'm beginning to change my mind. In fact, I think you're going to be a real asset to World Oil.
I'm going to do my best.
Also, that was quite a deal you managed to negotiate with Mrs. Oster. Everybody around here is real impressed.
That's only the beginning. I have several other projects I'm working on, but I'm not quite sure how to pull them off.
Okay, I'm sure Rena will be able to advise you on all of them.
Yeah, well, I was going to talk to her about them, but some of them are pretty complicated, legally, I mean. And I was wondering if you'd mind if I drop in every now and then to kind of pick your brain.
No, not at all. I'd be glad to help you any way I can. Would you mind filling me in on what some of these ideas are?
No, I don't really want to discuss them quite yet. I want to wait till I've really thought them through.
Okay, I understand. But as soon as you're ready, let me know, all right?
I will.
Okay.
Thank you for taking me so seriously.
Well, under the circumstances, I'd be pretty dumb if I didn't, wouldn't I?
Well, I'm going to get these back to Rena.
Okay, thanks again. See ya.
Bye.
Who is it? Who's there?
Look, being neighborly is one thing, but I'm getting real sick of you coming over here every Oh, hello, Mrs. Marshall. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
How could you?
Come on in.
Thank you.
I'm really sorry, Mrs. Marshall. I thought it was that busybody from next door.
Oh, you mean that nice young woman that was here at the housewarming?
Well, I wouldn't exactly call Gretchen nice.
Well, she seemed very pleasant to me.
Well, some people can seem pleasant in the short haul, and they get a little wearing in the long run. You should have hollered or something. I would have let you in. I wouldn't have made you wait.
Where's Lurleen?
Out.
Out where?
Oh, well, I don't know. She didn't really tell me where she was going.
Well, do you know when she will be back? When do you expect her?
I don't really expect her at all. I'm getting ready to go to the coop.
Oh, I see. Well, will you please tell her that I dropped by?
Sure. Of course. I'd be happy to. Mrs. Marshall?
Yes?
I don't suppose there's any way that you and me could become friends, is there?
It seems unlikely.
That's what I thought. It's too bad, seeing as how we're both so fond of Lurleen.
Well, I'm not sure that we both have Lurleen's best interests at heart.
I told you once before I'll take real good care of Lurleen.
Yes, and I warned you what would happen if you didn't.
Mrs. Marshall, I would never do anything to hurt her. I like Lurleen. I like her a lot. I just wish you'd believe me.
I hear you, Ruby. I just wish I could believe you, too.
Karen? Yes, I did. Send him right in. Billy Joe! And how is my favorite spokesman this afternoon?
I'm okay, Justin. I got a message over to the studio. You want to see me?
Yes, I did. I'm so happy that you could make it so soon. Billy Joe, I have some wonderful news for you.
Justin, what wonderful news are you talking about?
Expansion, Billy Joe, expansion. Ace High is putting out a whole new line of fuel additives.
Well, I know that. We talked about that last week.
Yes, but my plans have changed drastically since then. When I talked to you then, I was talking about a set of products that we were aiming for several of the major markets here in the Southwest.
And now?
And now we're aiming for something a little higher.
How much higher?
National distribution, Billy Joe. Our additive is going national.
Well, Justin, I'm very glad for you. I just don't see how it concerns me.
Of course it concerns you. We go national, you go national.
What are you talking about?
Billy Joe. Billy Joe, you're our spokesman. When we go out over this great land of ours selling our additive, we want you there with us, smiling, shaking hands, plugging away.
No, I'm not. Now, Justin, I told you I don't want to travel. I told you this last time. I don't want to leave my family.
No. Don't be hasty, Billy Joe. I think maybe you should have a little talk with Ruby. Give it a little thought.
No, look, I've given all the thought I'm going to give it now, Justin. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm your Texas spokesman. Now, you've gotten more than your money's worth out of me. Now, if you want a national spokesman, you go find somebody else.
I don't want anybody else. I want Billy Joe right. I intend to get him.
No, you can't get him.
Oh, yes, I can. Unless you plan on giving up that big fat salary I pay you, and I don't think you're going to do that.
No use threatening me, Justin. You can't cut off my salary. We got a contract.
Yes, we do have a contract. I suggest you take a good, hard look at it. And you'll see that you agreed to be the Ace High spokesman, not the Texas spokesman, not the Houston spokesman, but the Ace High spokesman. And that means that anywhere Justin Marshall wants to market his products, you have to sell them.
You can't do that. You can't make me do something I don't want to do.
If you have any doubt as to what I can do, I suggest that you and Ruby talk to my lawyer, T.J. Canfield. He will tell you about facts of life. Right now, I'm a very busy man. I think it's time for you to leave. I have a very big meeting here in about 15 minutes with an advertising firm. We have to plan your national campaign, Billy Joe.
See Lurleen?
No, unfortunately, I missed her.
Ah, that's too bad.
Well, it was my fault. I should have called first.
Are you going to go back out to the ranch?
Well, I should, but honestly, Ryan, I don't feel like going out there yet. You know, it's so lonely now with Steve and Jenny gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I dropped them off at the airport a few hours ago, and I miss them already.
And so do I. You know, I thought maybe I'd stay in town and shop this afternoon.
Listen, do you have any plans for lunch?
No, I haven't.
Well, you do now. Why don't you join me at the top of the World Club? We can keep each other company, okay?
Thank you, Ryan. I'd like that very much.
Okay, I'll meet you in a half a minute.
I love their double chocolate fudge cake.
Matter of fact, I think you like chocolate in any form.
Oh, it's so true. I have the worst sweet tooth. And Hilda used to get on me all the time about it. She was afraid I'd get fat.
Well, at the moment, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Thank you, Justin.
For what?
For taking me to lunch. And for being so understanding about Mrs. Oster.
Well, I don't think understanding is the right word. I'll just never know why you let Rena get her hands on all those oil leases. I just want you to know that there are no hard feelings.
Glad. I wish I could explain
Well,
to
don't
you.
try. We'll just set this down as a misunderstanding and let it go at that.
Okay, I think that's the best thing to do under the circumstances.
Well, the most important thing is to make sure that it never happens again. The next time you come upon some oil leases, just remember, bring them to me, not to Rena.
Ashley?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't see you come in, honey.
No, you didn't. I guess I'm just a little on edge today.
Yeah, I thought you might be. That's why I dropped by.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, you were so abrupt last night when I saw you at the top of the World Club. Ashley, who's that man you were with?
Stay tuned for the next part of Texas. And now, the next part of Texas.
phooey. Who is it?
It's me, Lily, Billy Joe.
Oh. Hi, Billy John. I'm sorry it took so long. I kind of had an accident.
Oh, hey, you didn't cut yourself, did you?
Oh, no, it's just paint. I'm painting this little table. Come on in. Oh, what can I do for you?
Nothing, Lurleen. I got to see Ruby.
Oh, well, she's not here, but I don't think she could have gone far. I had the truck. Is something wrong?
Yeah, there's a whole lot wrong.
Well, is there anything I can do?
No. It's trouble with Justin Marshall and that contract of his. The only person who can do anything about it is Ruby. And she's got to start doing something real quick.
Justin, there's something I didn't understand about those oil leases that Rena got from Mrs. Oster.
Oh.
Now, 4 of the designated land areas were in Oklahoma. Rena said that the Texas Railroad Commission didn't have to verify...
Allison is all same to you. I'd rather not talk about the Oster leases. It's all right.
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah, well, there's no point in spoiling a perfectly delicious lunch. Anyway, I'm sharing my table with an unbelievably beautiful young woman. I'd like to know about you.
Well, there's not much to know about.
Well, have you stopped in to see my sister lately?
No. Last time I saw Paige was when I bought that dress for my birthday. What is it?
Surprised to see my grandmother in Houston this time of day.
Oh. Well, she probably came in when Ginny and Steve took off at the airport.
Took off where?
Virginia.
Virginia?
Yeah. Ginny took Steve with her. They decided, it would be a good idea to get Steve away from the ranch for a little while. They went to see her parents.
Get Steve away from the ranch for a little while. Isn't that interesting? Allison, would you do me a favor, please? I have a client to meet in the bar in a few minutes. And these papers, I have to get TJ. He has to see them. Could you do me a favor and run them back to the office for me? Thank you so much, darling. Here, let me help you with your coat.
Thank you so much for lunch.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime. There you are. Very nice of you to do that for me.
Oh, and thanks for the double chocolate fudge cake.
Bye.
Bye. The man's name is, Hannibal.
And who is he?
Well, he was a friend of my Aunt Hildy's. Man of great power and wealth.
Well, I know that. He was the one that spent all that money at my showing. You remember I told you about it. That was that day that you had to leave early.
That's right. Actually, that's the reason that I had to leave early. Do you want some water?
No, thank you. I don't understand.
Well, you see, it's better that Hannibal and I aren't seen together in public.
Why?
He's handling some investments for me, in secret.
Why? Is there something that he's doing that's illegal?
Oh, no. No, of course not. It's just that Hannibal wields a lot of power in international financial circles. And if it were to get out that he were investing for the wife of the president of Marshall Oil, you see, it could mess up the energy market. And he's only doing it because he's a friend of my Aunt Hildy's, and he's sworn me to secrecy.
Oh, I see.
So, I would appreciate it if you wouldn't mention this to anyone.
Oh, of course not. What about Justin? Does he know?
No. It's not time yet, so I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't mention it to him either.
Of course, Ashley. Got my word.
Of our lives, Lee's shocking secret is out.
Renee is not my little sister. She's my daughter.
And Tony becomes suspicious.
Why do I have this feeling that you are keeping something to yourself?
Has Lee's special life with Stefano come to an end?
It's Anthony.
This week on Days of Our Lives.
Hello, Ryan. Don't get up. Hello, Grandma. What brings you to Houston?
I'm visiting friends.
Oh, why don't you stop by the office and say hello to Ashley while you're here?
I doubt if I'll have time.
Oh, that's a pity. I'm sure she'd like to see you. Brian, I hear that Jenny has taken Steve to Virginia to visit her parents.
That's right. They're going to be away for a week or two.
I also hear that you think it's a good idea to keep Stephen away from the ranch for a while.
Yeah, you might put it that way.
Is he all right?
Uh-huh.
So, what exactly is this all about? Steve leaving the ranch, I mean.
Justin, I don't understand your concern for Steve.
Grandma, Steve's my nephew. I'm very fond of him.
Oh, yes, so you said. When I bought your shares of the ranch in order to make a secure home for Steve. And you held me up for $5 million, Justin.
Apparently, the ranch isn't the best place for Stephen to be if you have to keep him away from it. If Stephen is going to be living in Virginia, why don't you consider selling the ranch back to me, Grandma?
Steve is only visiting in Virginia.
I can make you a very good deal, $2 million.
Now, Justin, why don't you go back to your office and negotiate another oil lease, huh?
Oh, I'd like that. You don't happen to know of any just floating around, do you?
No, but you might ask Allison. She really keeps her ear to the ground lately.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. You keep my offer in mind, Grandma. I'd certainly like to add the ranch to my list of assets.
Justin, I am not interested in your offer.
It's always a pleasure to see you, Grandma. Next time you're in town, just call up Ashley. We'll arrange for a nice family luncheon together. Bye.
Billy Joe, I said I would talk to Justin, and I will.
I don't think talking's going to do much good.
We have a contract with him, Billy Joe. He's got to abide by it, same as we do.
From what Justin says, it sounds like that contract's all in his favor.
No, it's not. Look at all the money you're making.
Look at the time I'm putting in to make it. Ruby, those guys at Ace High run me ragged.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I haven't been on top of things lately.
No, you haven't. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you that much for the past 2 weeks.
Well, I've been busy with other things, you know, moving and everything. It's okay. It's all over now. I'm going to start working real hard. I don't like to see my clients taken advantage of.
Ruby, I know I shouldn't let these things get to me, but you just got to realize how things are happening in my life right now.
You don't have to explain, Billy Joe. If you don't want to make money, that's your privilege.
It's not making the money, it's needing Billy Joe Jr. Now that I got my family back together, I want some time to spend with them.
I understand. I do. I'll talk to Justin. I'll see what I can work out, okay?
If he gets his way, Ruby, he's going to have me spend the rest of my life shaking hands and waving at people and traveling all around this crazy world.
Could be worse.
I don't see how.
You could still be in Waco. Nita could have said no and refused to marry you again. Or you could be like a lot of other people in these times and have no job at all.
I guess you're right.
I am right. Gotta look on the bright side.
Well, it isn't so easy all the time.
Don't you worry about a thing, darling. I'm going to take good care of you from now on. We're going down this long road together, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to fill in all the bumps and the potholes.
Yeah, well, don't worry about the potholes. Just talk to Justin for me.
I will. I promise. I'll work it out.
That's right.
You're welcome.
Say goodbye to Lurleen for me.
I will. Bye, hon.
Billy Joe gone?
Yeah. Sometimes he is such a pest.
Well, I think he's right. I mean, he and Nita just got back together again. I think they need to spend some more time together.
Yeah, I guess so. What is all this? What are you doing here?
Oh, well, this is my surprise. I saw this table at the little unfinished furniture store down the street. I thought it was so cute.
Yeah.
Oh. It's going to look real nice in my bedroom once it's painted.
What on earth is that?
Oh, well, that's that Indian puzzle of bows. I dropped it in the paint.
Why?
Well, I didn't mean to. I mean, it was an accident.
Well, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Ruby,
What, huh?
Come here, look at this.
What?
Oh, this puzzle makes really interesting little designs. Huh. Look.
Yeah. I guess it does if you're into that kind of thing.
I think it's real pretty. You know, I have half a mind to get some more of this canvas and work this design out for real. I might even frame it.
Hi, Nita.
Oh, Paige. Do you know who Roger Benton is?
Why?
Well, he just called, said he'd be running late for his appointment.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
I know, but his name isn't in the appointment book.
Well, that's probably because I didn't put it there.
Why not?
Because Oh, I guess I should have told you about this earlier, Nita, but,
What?
Well, I just didn't want to get your hopes up, you know?
What?
Roger Benton is president of Benton Company. And, we are meeting today to talk about the possibility of his manufacturing some of your designs. Nita, this is Roger Benton. Roger, this is our star designer, Nita Wright.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I can't tell you how pleased I was with your designs.
Ah, where did you see them?
Oh, a guy named Roger Simmons of Swanee magazine showed me a photograph of your initial design. Well, he was so high on you, I decided to call Paige, see if I could look at some of your other designs.
Oh, Paige, you didn't tell me you did that.
Well, I wanted to keep it a surprise.
Look, to be perfectly frank, Roger Simmons' article in this magazine about your recent showing caused quite a stir. Everybody in the industry is talking about Nita's.
Well, I think it's high time that you saw more of her designs, Roger. I have her portfolio in the back room. Nita, would you like to join us?
Oh, I'd love to, but, listen, can you give me just a minute? My husband's supposed to stop by, take me out to lunch. Why don't I just, give him a call and tell him I'm tied up?
We can do this some other time if you...
No, it's no problem. This is a very important meeting. If the two of you just go back into the office, I will be with you in just a minute.
Sure. Now, Roger, let me talk to you.
I hope Billy Joe understands.
I'm glad I got you in.
Hi.
Justin wanted me to give you these.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's odd.
Something wrong?
Well, I've already seen these. I wonder why Justin would send you over here with them.
I think it's Justin's subtle way of getting rid of me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I would think that he'd be wanting to latch on to you. I heard about the little coup that you pulled off over at World Oil the other day. Congratulations.
Thank you. Glad you don't seem to resent it like, Ashley and some of the other people over here.
Oh, I'd rather that you had brought the leases to me first.
Well, I do work for World Oil. That's where my loyalties are. I'm sure that you felt the same way when you worked there, huh? It must be uncomfortable sometimes knowing that you're working for Ashley.
I don't work for Ashley. I work for Marshall Oil.
Same thing.
Why would working for Ashley make me uncomfortable?
Well, I remember you from Savannah. You were more than good friends. You were close. You were real close.
I think that closeness was mostly in your imagination.
Perhaps. Well, I've got to get back to World Oil.
Right. After all, we are in competitive fields where every moment counts.
Yeah.
Good luck, Allison.
Thank you, TJ.
Oh, honey, I was trying to reach you at the studio, but they said you weren't there.
I know, I've been on the move all day. You ready for lunch?
No, honey, I have to cancel because, well, Paige Paige arranged for this big national clothing manufacturer to meet with me, Roger Benton. And he's planning on manufacturing some of my designs.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, yeah, but can't you meet him after lunch?
No, Paige and him are waiting back in the office right now.
Oh.
Oh, honey, you're not upset, are you?
Oh, no, I'm not upset. Well, yes, I am, but not because of this. I've just had a lousy day today, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, this is real important to me.
Oh, I know that. Sure it is, hon.
I hope you understand.
Well, of course I do. You go ahead in there and have your meeting, and we can have lunch any old time.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Texas will be right back.
Mr. Hannibal, I've located Rehnquist. He's in jail.
Where?
Right here in Houston. He was arrested for public drunkenness and possession of a lethal weapon.
What happened to your contacts, Adams? If he's arrested locally, you should have known about it at once.
Well, I would have, but Rehnquist refused to give his name. The police still haven't identified him.
I see. That's very interesting.
What do you want to do next? Should I intervene, or do you want to leave him where he is?
Well, he isn't doing us any good in jail. Get him out.
Yes, sir.
Adams, don't lose him again. I want that fire compass, and Miles Rehnquist is the only one that can lead us to it.
You know one thing I can't figure out about all this? What? Whatever happened to that guy we dumped in the alley? Did you have to mention that? Seems to me if he were so anxious to find Bo, he should have been back here by now. After the way we treated him? I'm afraid I killed him when I hit him over the head.
Oh, you didn't kill him, honey. You just knocked him out cold.
Ruby, what if he has amnesia? What if he's wandering around somewhere wondering who he is?
I don't think that's very likely. We probably just knocked some sense into him and he decided to forget the whole thing.
Oh, I hope you're right.
How's your artwork coming?
Well. You have to be real careful not to press down too hard or it smudges, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Isn't it pretty? Look.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think it looks like snowflakes or something.
Well, what are you planning on doing with it?
Oh, well, if I was real patient, I could print up enough cloth to make a set of drapes. But first, I'd like to get one perfect print without any smudges. Then I'm going to take it to that shop in the mall and have them frame it. I think it'd look real interesting in our living room.
Baby. That's because she wears gloves. Right, Sunshine?
Your baby's comfort begins with love.
This part of Texas was brought to you by the Comfortable Diaper. Love's disposable diapers. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.
Tuesday, a visiting nut.
Wind chill index 6 below 0. Toledo. Reporting cloudy skies.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.
Okay, let's see. We got 1 case of scotch, 2 cases of bourbon, and well, look who's back.
Will you be dining alone this evening, Mr. Honey?
Yes, Ricardo.
Very well, sir.
I will be joined later by a young lady. Do show her in when she arrives.
Yes, sir.
Now, you see how low it is to the ground?
Yeah?
That's so it will remain stable at high speeds. See the curved edges?
This?
Yeah. The air moves easily over the car. There's no drag. It won't hold it back. See?
Hey, it might work.
What do you mean it might work? Of course it works. How do you think I won all those races? To prove it, I think it'd be a good idea to see it in action.
A real race?
Yeah, what about you and me? We go to the track this weekend, huh?
Oh, Marcia, you're the greatest.
Justin,
Yeah, darling?
I see that you have an appointment tonight.
Oh. Do you mind if we have a late dinner tonight, darling?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, it works out just fine. Remember I told you I had to go to the hairdresser's tonight?
Oh, yeah. What are you going to have done?
Oh, be a surprise.
Surprise. I'm surprised. Well, as long as we're going to have a late dinner, how about we go down to the ice cream parlor and we have something to sort of tide us over. How would you like that?
Hot fudge sundae?
Hot fudge sundae.
Now, you're on. Let's go. Ashley, aren't you coming?
No, baby, not this time. You go on. Have a good time.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
You got him, you guys.
One gob.
Darlene, are you there?
Oh.
Darlene?
Oh, I'm here, Miss Kate. I'm here.
Oh, you had me worried. I didn't know. What, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. The phone just slipped out of my hand, that's all.
Oh.
You said you found a body on the Old Pikes Road?
That's right. Steve found it.
Oh.
Lurleen, are you sure everything's all right there? There's
Nothing wrong?
Oh, yes, this body, did you recognize it?
Oh. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen, Lurleen. It was so strange.
But do you know who it was?
I don't think they'll ever know who it is. It didn't even look human. Lurleen, honey, listen, you really mustn't say anything about this. The sheriff doesn't want the word to get out now.
The sheriff?
Oh,
Lurleen, are you sure there's nothing wrong there?
No. Yes, I'm certain, Miss Kate.
Well, all right, honey. I've got to go now. Oh, Lurleen, remember, don't say anything about this. You see, we don't want a lot of reporters running all over the place now. Well, I'll call you later, honey. Goodbye.
Reporters. The sheriff. Oh, no. Ruby. I've got to find Ruby.
Texas. The first part of Texas is brought to you by Coast Soap, the refreshing soap that brings you back to life. Coast Deodorant Soap, the eye-opener.
Allison, you through with work already?
already? No. No, that's why I'm here. I have to take care of some business. For Rena. She can't do everything by herself.
More oil leases?
Ashley, I do work for World Oil.
I know you do.
Anyway, I just came by to let you know that I won't be home for dinner. I was going to leave you a note.
Well, that's okay. It seems like everybody has plans tonight. We'll just plan on eating later on, okay?
Okay. Where's Justin?
He took Gregory down to the ice cream parlor. Hot fudge sundaes.
It's great. Those two are really getting along. Justin is all Gregory ever talks about now. That and racing cars. Like father and son.
Like father and son.
Ashley, what's the matter?
Nothing.
You mad at me?
I'm really trying real hard not to be, Allison. I'm trying to understand you. I know that it hasn't been easy. Aunt Hildy's death. You having to pick up your whole life, move to Houston from Savannah. I know it's been tough on you, but Allison, it's been pure hell for me. I loved Aunt Hildy. She raised me too. And just when it looks like everything's starting to look up a little bit, you know? I mean, Gregory and Justin are getting together and you just come up creating more problems. You play right into Rena's hands. You hurt Justin. You hurt me.
I don't try to hurt you, Ashley.
Well, then what? Do you hate me so much?
I don't hate you at all. I just...
What? What do you want from me, Allison?
I need space. I need to live my own life.
I want that too.
No! No, you want to keep me in a cocoon. You want to smother me. Keep me from being independent, just like Aunt Hildy did. I'm 18 years old, Ashley. I'm not going to let you dominate me.
I don't want to dominate you. I want to protect you.
Protect me from what? From life? No, thanks. I think it's about time I start learning a little bit about life. Save your protection from Gregory. He's the one who needs it, not me.
No, I think you do, Allison. Because, see, all these people you trust, they don't love you like I love you. They're only using you.
I don't think that's so.
Someday you will. Someday.
Ryan, how's Steve?
Oh, he's fine. He just can't stop talking about that body.
Well, no wonder the sheriff suggested that we get him away for a few days.
Yeah, it'd be awfully hard to keep the discovery of the body hidden if Steve were around, I guess.
It had such a powerful effect on him. Ryan, you should have seen it.
The body?
How could it be a body? A human body?
Well, whatever it was has got Steve talking nonstop.
Ryan, if only you could have seen that face. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was... Oh, how can I describe it?
Hey, Kate.
What could have done that to someone?
Well, I don't know, but we're going to find out soon. Kate, you just don't think about it, all right?
Don't think about it. I'll never forget it.
Now, remember what the sheriff said. We have to keep this whole thing to ourselves. The last thing we need right now is to have this ranch crawling with reporters.
You're right. That's all we or Steve needs right now.
Okay, good. I'm going to go back upstairs and see if I can get his mind off of it, okay?
All right. Go ahead. Lurleen.
What about Lurleen?
She called me a while ago. I was so upset I told her.
You told her about finding the body?
Yes. Oh, Ryan, I'm so sorry.
What if she tells someone?
Well, she won't.